Okay, this platform is very short and there is nothing to do, and I'm stuck here for 45 minutes to an hour. So I might as well measure the platform in shopping bags. I don't know. Coming up today, Gilfach Fargoed, Wales's shortest platform station, and it's shorter than any of the platforms in England as well. We'll be taking a 769 converted electric diesel something train, and there are more bonus bits towards the end. This is the right way. How are you doing, guys? I'm in Wales with another video. We are breaking out of Wales by the end of the month, by the way. There are trip reports planned for France, Germany, Belgium and Luxembourg, all coming up very shortly. But yes, today we're in Wales, Heath to be precise. This is Heath low-level station, but we're at the wrong low level. Today we're going to be travelling to Gilfach Fargoed, but we need to go to the high-level station for that, so let's just snip up here to Heath High Level. Welcome to Heath High Level, which is looking a little bit grotty, actually. I mean, have you seen the state of these signs? And a rather strange portaloo? I mean, I don't even know. Gilfach Fargoed has the shortest platforms of any station in the United Kingdom, apart from 2 in Scotland, but if we're thinking of England and Wales, it's the shortest. That's our destination for today, but our train to get there in itself is rather interesting. This is a Class 769 bi-mode train that can switch between running on diesel and electricity, but it was converted from a 70s and 80s electric train, the Class 319, that used to run in London. I don't particularly like them. I think they're a bit old and knackered and grotty, but let's take a look inside. A bit cramped. I mean, there's not much space, is there? Particularly in these very little seats. Oh, there's no armrests. That's always really annoying. There are USB plugs to charge your phone, though, and while a plug socket would be better, it's better than nothing, I guess. There are no seatback tables, though, so you can't do your work. This is a pantograph coach, which I find rather interesting as the roof is lower because above is the pantograph from where these trains used to draw their electricity when they ran in London. Oh, and there's 3+2 seating, which isn't very comfortable, especially if you're wedged in the middle. So yeah, I'm not a big fan of these trains, but they're being replaced soon. Caerphilly. Now this is a major stop on the line, so I thought it worth to include it. I feel like Caerphilly and Pontypridd are like the sort of the king towns of the Valley lines, do you know what I mean? Caerphilly rules the Rumney lines and Pontypridd is the main station on the other Valley lines. Anyway, I just thought it was worth including. It's quite a majestic station considering it's a rather, you know, it's not a major line. Enniglyn and Churchill Park I also want to point out because I just think it's got really nice views of the valleys. Oh, it's a long journey, but we're soon at Gilfach Fargoed, and as I expected, it's rather short. In fact, the camera doesn't do it justice. I feel like it looks much longer on camera, but in real life it is short. So short that I was only allowed to get out of the train from the front door of the train because this long 4-carriage thing's too big. Welcome to Gilfach Fargoed. Croeso I Gilfach Fargoed. There's not much here, as you might expect. It's a very short platform, as you might expect also, but there's a passenger information system. And there's a waiting shelter and a ticket office. Hooray! Boo, it's broken and it's smashed. Okay, well, and a rather grotty shelter. Right, come on you, let's go and explore the other platform, because who knows what mysterious secrets it may hold. Right, I'm at Gilfach Fargoed, as you know, because I've just told you about 100 times. This is the grotty little... Do you know what? I'm not going to offend Gilfach Fargoed by calling its waiting room grotty, because I'm absolutely astounded that it has a waiting room. Do you know what I mean? I mean, the platform is about... Do you know what? I don't know how long it is, so I'm going to measure it in shopping bags. Tesco bag! Tell me how long Gilfach Fargoed's platforms are. That's right, I was going to bring a tape measure, but unfortunately I left it behind. Well, the show must go on, so I'm going to use this Tesco bag, keep a note of where it ended, and then put it back the same place. You know how it works. I'm measuring it. I just measured Gilfach Fargoed in shopping bags. Do you want to know how many shopping bags long Gilfach Fargoed is? Oh, and I know shopping bags are all different sizes, so for clarity, I just measured Gilfach Fargoed in Tesco bag for life. Every little helps. Well, to be honest, it was 36 this way round, 36 lengths of a Tesco bag for life. From here to here, 36 times is Gilfach Fargoed, but the truth is it's actually 16 metres long, or 52 feet if we're in imperial terms. I don't know what generation you're watching this in. You may prefer metric, you may prefer imperial. Why am I talking about measurements? Let's talk about Gilfach Fargoed. This station has 4 trains an hour go through it. It's currently 3 because of, you know, COVID restrictions, which ridiculously is still going on in 2022, in the middle of 2022. But usually 4 trains an hour each way between Cardiff Central and Rumney, although only one of those 4 an hour continue beyond Fargoed to Rumney. However, despite there being 4 trains an hour in each direction, that's 8 trains per hour in total. This little station only gets 1 train an hour in each direction, and the rest of them go straight through because look, I mean, it's beeping tiny. It's such a quiet and remote station. I feel like I could shout anything and no one would hear me. Live from London, it's the X Factor! This is where I find out that someone's walking behind me thinking, who is that creep shouting to himself on a train station platform? The things I do for this video. Now, I did just have to mention this very sad sign that unfortunately a dog is missing in the Gilfach Fargoed area. So if you see a stray dog, please, go to the station and have a look at the poster. Maybe you can contact the owners. Sorry, I also had to point out, what on earth is this bin bag on a stick? And then this sign saying, please do not alight here, by a massive hole in the ground, like someone's just going to jump out of the train into the hole instead of onto the platform. Some more facts for our history lovers among us. 1908 was the year this station opened, which means this little thing has been sat here for well over 100 years, and it's survived it, which is strange because most tiny little stations like this got axed by beaching in the 1960s. Another fact for you, it did actually close, but only temporarily, between August 2020 and mid-21. Have I got that right? I don't know. It was at some point in mid-2020, reopened again in mid-2021. Wikipedia is your friend, you can verify that for me. And the closure was because the platforms are so short that you can only get the guard to open the front door of the train, no other doors can be opened, and Transport for Wales decided that no one could socially distance if they were all squeezing out of one door. The PIS isn't working, so there's no announcements, they're broke. Do you think I should do some announcements for Gilfach Fargoed? Here we go. The next train to arrive at platform 1 is the 11:13 Transport for Wales, service to Rumney. When boarding the train, please mind the gap between the train and platform edge. Oh, you're telling me I've got to do it in Welsh now? Okay. Y tren isaf dy greu platform 4A bydd y gwasanaeth yn y 5:07 gloch Trafnidiaeth Cymru I Chrymni. That was all a load of made-up words. Please do not leave your luggage unattended on the station. By this time I've been here half an hour and still half an hour to go. Gilfach Fargoed, you've been wonderful. It's a nice station, don't get me wrong, but there's not much there. I couldn't really stay there for longer than an hour next time. Anyway, you thought that was it, didn't you? Well, it's not. Here's a bonus. Earlier today, I travelled unexpectedly on one of Transport for Wales's unrefurbished 150s, so now you can compare it to the refurbished one that I reviewed the other day. Check my previous videos for that. And as you can see, it's a bit grubby. There's a picture of a Pacer, and Pacers are long gone, and there's even Arriva Trains Wales's logo, and Transport for Wales replaced them like years ago. It's a bit grotty, and most of them are refurbished now, thankfully. But if you want to go on an unrefurbished one, head down to Cardiff Central. You've not got long, there's only a few of them left. But yeah, they're a bit grotty and I prefer the refurbished ones. That's it for today. Thanks so much for watching, and keep an eye out for more videos. Soon we'll be going abroad. Thanks for watching The Rateway today. Keep an eye out for more videos though. We've got Eurostar, Deutsche Bahn Ice, Thalys, TGV and loads more abroad trains, plus Avanti West Coast and Great Western trains all coming up. Thanks for watching.